Welcome to SPACYCast. We are broadcasting from sPACYcLOUd in Adams Morgan, DC. Today I'm here with Abel, Birhanu. I'm sorry if I butchered your name.
It's all good. Abel is cool.
Cool. Yeah, so thank you for coming on the show. You are a coder, am I right?
I do a lot of things in the tech kind of world. I do video production, editing, web design, just a little bit this and there. Yeah.
Cool. So we are starting a coding program here at sPACYcLOUd, and you're very involved in that. Can you just tell us a bit about what's going on with that program?
Cool, yeah. So we're calling it SPACYCODERs because branding, gang.
Yes.
Yeah, and like the idea is to like kind of have a series of events and workshops to bring people in to learn about different kinds of technical coding, interesting ways they can use coding, because I think like a lot of people, they hear things like programming and coding and they think it means sitting at a desk for 20 hours straight, staring at a computer screen and going crazy, and that's absolutely true. But there's also elements of creativity, artistry, and whatnot that, if you learn a few core basic elements, you can really get artistic and do dope things with it.
Like coding is it's a very versatile tool, and it's something that artists could use to put their stuff out there. What are some of the ways that people could use coding to strengthen their other passions?
Sure. Yeah. So the very first SPACYCODERS session that we're doing is an introduction to Tidal Cycles.
Okay.
So Tidal Cycles is kind of, for the sake of simplicity, a program tool that will allow you to use coding to DJ.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, and it's, it's kind of something that's easy to pick up. So even if you don't have any experience coding, even if you don't have any experience DJing, if you have a little bit of interest in either of them, it's once you learn the basics, it's really kind of easy to just jump in and go oh wait, I did that, and do some really cool things.
Yeah, DJing has always been something I've been interested in. How do people translate from one song to another song, and how do those transitions work? So it'll be pretty cool to learn about this software and learn about this program that allows you to do that type of stuff. Yeah,
and it has really interesting ways that you can stretch it out. For example, one thing I'm working on right now is linking up an Xbox Connect to Tidal Cycles, so I can just control the music by waving my hands, and it sounds like it's really complex, but part of the reason that we're doing SPACYCODERs is just to show people how chill it is. Anybody who hasn't been to SPACYcLOUd Lounge, it's a real chill space. We got art, incense, kombucha, tea, just good vibes, and that's the kind of energy that we wanted to bring in to SPACYCODERs, to say that, hey, this is not
not what tech is about. That's interesting, because when you think about tech culture, you think it's very macho, very white, very not a welcoming space for people who do not fit into those boxes. And SPACYcLOUd is the opposite of that. As you said, it's very chill, very inclusive, very diverse, and it'll be cool. It's very cool that this space is hosting this type of event to bring people into a type of activity that we don't really see different types of faces in.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. When you actually look at all right, who has a 9 to 5 doing something, like anything dealing with like coding, computers, yada yada yada, for the most part it's white men, right? And like
it shouldn't be that way.
it really shouldn't, because it's like, for one thing, you know, coding jobs are going to become like blue collar jobs of the future. In like the next 10 years and whatnot, it's like, you know, the equivalent of just having like a 9 to 5 that'll hold you down. You're going to have some coding skills.
It's got to be the foundation of our economy.
Like, real talk, it just is. So like making it more accessible, so like anybody can just like, you know, hop in without kind of feeling like those barriers, that like non-inclusive spaces, because like, look, I felt it too. And it's like, you know, it's one thing to like go to a class and have a teacher go like, well, no, you haven't entered that incorrectly. And like another thing to be like, you know, chilling, sipping some tea, have a homie be like, oh no, I see what you was going for there, just like try this instead, you know, like learning in like just like a friendlier environment, a way more chill environment. I promise you it's so much better.
Yeah, oh, that's great. So apart from that, like what do you think what are some of the goals of this program?
I mean, part of it is to just make this kind of information more accessible for more people. I mean, especially women, especially people of color. I'd also say, you know, like, we want to encourage artists to, you know, tap into like the different kind of workshops and programs that we're going to be doing here, because, you know, like Michelangelo started off mostly painting, and then he picked up sculpture and, you know, created something new, and it's a whole new skill set. But it's like basically saying like tapping into skill sets with like all really artistically minded people. Like, I personally feel like we're gonna end up seeing some really dope stuff as a result of it.
Like, I've been to some pretty cool like interactive like art exhibits. Even at the Hirshhorn right now, there's one where like you go up and you hold on to some sensors, and the sensors pick up on your heartbeat, and then you see like the light like flashing in corresponding with it, or like waves in some water like corresponding to your heartbeat. So it would be really cool to see like some of the different things that like artists could come up with through this program.
Yeah, definitely. And like, keep in mind, I've seen that exhibit. It was an artist that did that. You know, it's like yes, there was some coding involved and whatnot, but coding was just a tool they used to create the art. So if you learn
just
how
like
to
paint.
Exactly, you know. So if you just learn how to use that tool a little bit, you know, you can then create some really cool things.
So how, for people who are interested in doing this program, like how do people get involved? Like how do people get access to these classes?
Sure. Well, you know, I'd say follow sPACYcLOUD Lounge on like all social medias, Facebook,
Instagram,
all of that. You know, we're going to be posting information about all of the continuing events over there. Our next event is right around the corner as of this taping. It's going to be on June 2nd, 2019, starting around 1 o'clock. You know, just head to sPACYcLOUD's Facebook page or website. You can see, you know, sign up over there. That's when we're going to be getting into like the live coding for DJing, showing you how to do that, doing it ourselves, just having a good time.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you so much. Like, I learned a lot from this conversation. I see myself as a little bit of an artist, and it'll be really cool to go to this workshop, see what's up, and hopefully come away with some new skills.
Yeah, you know, I hope you come. I hope you come. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah. So thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.